Oh, number 13, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Do you know what that means? It means that this is the beginning of a really beautiful transformation when it comes to your life. This is the beginning of a really beautiful change, okay? And how things are going to start is, well, you're gonna see right at the beginning of this week, okay, how all this is going to start and how all this is going to take place. Well, let me tell you, right at the beginning of this week, you will see exactly what has come to an end when it comes to your life. Right at the beginning of this week, it's gonna be crystal clear, baby, what has come to an end when it comes to your life. And you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna feel so excited. Seriously, this is going to make you feel really good. This is gonna make you feel really optimistic, and you are going to have a big reason to have a party. You are going to have a big reason to celebrate, because you are finally going to be able to make such an important decision when it comes to your future. Oh my God, the decision that you weren't able to make before, the decision that you weren't able to make so far. And this in itself, it's to do with a certain kind of like opportunity, you know, that you've already were aware of, but you were just waiting for the right moment, you were just waiting for the right time. It's to do with a certain opportunity you already were aware of when it comes to your future, and it's to do with you starting something new. It's to do with a really beautiful new beginning, really beautiful new stage when it comes to your life. And this is gonna seem so much more beautiful, so much more meaningful, only because you did not expect this to happen so far whatsoever. You were waiting for this, you were expecting for this to happen, to take place, but not so far. And this is why this is all going to seem so good, baby. So, you know, you will be able to make this decision, this important decision when it comes to your life, when it comes to your future. It's to do with an opportunity you were already aware of, and it's to do with you starting something new. It is the beginning of a really beautiful journey. It is the beginning with it is to do with the beginning of a really special journey. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. And at the same time, you know, you're moving on, you're moving forward when it comes to your life. And how can I explain this? It's just so crazy. On one hand, you are moving towards, oh my God, exciting times, baby. But then on another hand, you know, everything is gonna be also so much more peaceful when it comes to your life. Okay, which is absolutely brilliant. What are you doing right now, my gorgeous Sagittarini? You are literally following your own vision. All of us have got our own vision when it comes to our lives and when it comes to our future. Oh my God, this is going to really refresh you, and it's going to remind you exactly what do you want to do and what do you want to achieve when it comes to your life. So as I said, not only you're moving on with your life when it comes to that decision that you're gonna finally be able to make based on that opportunity you were aware of already. So you're not only moving on with your life, but you are also following your own vision when it comes to your future, and also what is going to come out of it. Like, oh my God, like a big giant mama. There are two major things that are going to come out of it. You know, you know, this is, well, what's going to come out of it. You're following your own vision, but there are two things that are going to come out of it. Not only this is going to be so beneficial when it comes to prosperity, you know, when it comes to the actual finances, what exactly you're going to achieve financially, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. This is to do with the, you know, with this path you're going to find yourself on, which is going to lead towards 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 your prosperity, when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, but also when it comes to your own spirituality. So these are these two things that are going to be so important when it comes to this. So not only this is going to lead towards prosperity, like when it comes to money and something financial that you're actually going to achieve, it's going to be super major, but this is also going to lead towards your own spiritual prosperity as well. So you can really kind of expect that after this moment in time, you are really going to start thinking about spiritual things quite a lot. I'm not saying that you weren't thinking about spiritual things a lot, but you're going to find yourself on a completely different level. Oh my God, you're going to feel like exploring more things spiritual. You're going to feel like trying more things spiritual. There are going to be all sorts of things that you're going to see and you're going to come across at around the beginning of this week and throughout this week, that you're going to feel like connected to, that you're going to feel like you want to try, that you want to explore. Whatever you feel drawn towards, you need to do this. You need to go for it, because it is going to, you know, not only help you to reconnect with what you need to reconnect at this stage with your life, but you're also going to, you know, find out what you need more of when it comes to your life. You're going to find out what you further need to explore, and you're also going to find out what's missing in your life. You know, this is going to lead towards these sacred moments, my gorgeous Sagittarini. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, do you know what? Somebody's really going to be irritating you. It's to do with this particular person who is like really controlling. This particular person is like really negative. This particular person is really dark. This particular person has got a really heavy energy and it's like really intimidating in so many different ways. This particular person is really going to try to manipulate you when it comes to the midweek. You need to be strong, okay? And you need to stay true to yourself, my gorgeous Sagittarini. This particular person is going to frustrate you. It's going to make you feel frustrated, but at the same time be grateful, because this particular frustration is also about to awake you. This is about to open your eyes, you know, and you're going to feel like you are ready for anything, to be quite honest with you, because this in itself, it's going to have a really powerful impact when it comes to your life, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna have a courage, you know, through this. You're gonna gain courage through this, and really big answer, major moment of clarity when it comes to something you have been contemplating for absolute ages doing. Well, there you go, baby. Here is going to be your answer. By the time you get to the last part of this week, do you know what? You really are going to have such a wise advice about something negative that happened to you in your past, something that's still bothering you. Okay, you are going to have a really wise advice from this person, you know, about something really negative that happened to you in your past, something that, you know, really threw you out of balance, something that made you feel really sad, and something that has kind of broken your heart. And whatever the advice is, please just do this, you know, do this. Because you are also, after that moment in time, you're really going to be intuitively guided, and you are going to be reminded that there is something that you need to do. Something, it's to do with some kind of process that you've had in the past, something official, something legal, something important. You know, you're going to be reminded of this, and most important, it's not about you being reminded of this, but you becoming aware at the same time that there is something missing when it comes to some kind of a process that you've been going through, when it comes to your past, that you did not like whatsoever, and you thought that that has come to an end, you thought that that was finalized, but somehow by following your intuition, you're going to be reminded of the fact that there is something that's missing. You're going to be taken back to this particular aspect of your life, and you're going to realize that there is something additional you need to do. This is rather important because financially later on this is going to be of a quite big significance. So that's what I need you to understand. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the last part of this week, do you know what? Oh my God, you really are going to be guided so beautifully. You will notice some crazy synchronicities at around the end of this week, but intuitively you are going to find yourself on a completely different level. You will be able to understand things you don't normally understand. You will be able to see things you don't normally see. This is because you're going to find yourself within this really specific dimension that we find ourselves like not that often at or in. And you know, you are gonna suddenly notice like lots of signs and lots of synchronicities at around the end of this week. You really are going to have this magical moment. But especially when it comes to synchronicities, the bottom line is pay attention to synchronicities. It's gonna be crazy the way things are gonna unfold and the way things are gonna be happening, because your synchronicities are gonna be leading towards you coming across this really beautiful inspiration. So you're paying attention to synchronicities and you're being guided towards some kind of beautiful inspiration. And this inspiration is something that's going to inspire you. You're going to realize lots of potential. This is really going to surprise you how connected to this you're going to feel. But it's also going to blow you away that you're going to feel so courageous to actually take this on the next level. You know, because when it comes to this inspiration and this potential, you will clearly know and realize immediately that there is something you're going to need to do for the next 4 months you don't feel comfortable doing. And only last week or a week ago, you would be like, no, baby, no. You know, but now you are just going to be so keen and so eager, you know, to do this. There is so much. So, you know, normally this would put you off. It's to do like with certain things you would need to do for the next 4 months. God, maybe it's to be surrounded by the certain people or doing certain things that you don't normally do, that it makes you to come out of your comfort zone. But now this is a great sign that there is something so major going to come out of it. Not only some interesting people are about to enter your path, but you're also gonna find out so much more about yourself, especially when it comes to what is missing in your life. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle this tarot cards and I'm gonna see what's gonna be a tarot card of the week. I'm just gonna shuffle these tarot cards and let's just see. Ooh la la, there is something you are indeed going to be worrying about, and I really think it's to do with a certain person. It's not to do with you, but it's to do with this certain person that you are gonna worry about so much. And I think it's really important for you to say what is on your mind, but you're gonna be worrying about saying what's on your mind because you're gonna be worrying that you are gonna hurt this person. So it's somebody very sensitive and somebody that you just so worry about. But by saying, you know, what's on your mind, you know, when it comes to this person, do you know that this person is going to be able to understand where are you coming from? And this is going to be so beneficial for this particular person if you say what's on your mind, because it's going to end some kind of a problem that you've been worrying about. You see, this problem, it's actually going to come to an end, but you really need to be strong. Maybe if you're worrying about how you're going to say this to this person, maybe just have a slightly different approach. Give them a couple of glasses of wine if they drink, you know, and then tell them, give them 3 or 4 glasses of wine and then they'll be fine. No, I'm just joking. No, honestly, just maybe have like a different approach how you're gonna say to this person, you know, if they're like old enough to drink, of course, you know what I mean? But yes, just do this, because I know you're gonna be so indecisive about, my gorgeous Sagittarini, but just remember that a certain problem, it's going to come to an end when it comes to what that person is actually going through. And this is going to help out that person to come out of your comfort zone. This stage of this person's life, it's extremely important when it comes to that person needing to come out of their comfort zone, because otherwise they are going to be stuck in the past, and the longer they do this, the harder to come out it's actually going to be. And of course this is going to be super beneficial for both of you, because it's to do with somebody who is so connected to you. Of course, this is indeed going to make you feel so good, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and at the same time it's going to remind you of certain things you are also so passionate about, but you haven't done anything, you know, in order to go forward with when it comes to your life. So you are going to be reminded of your own passion, and the fact that there are certain things that you really need to kind of give more energy towards. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a Full Moon Fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.